Hello, guys and girls. It is I, Aaron Lee, here, or Aaron Halo 18, and I'm doing a video called Halo 5 Guardians Discussion Series, Episode 12, Part 2. I'll be reading one of the articles called Hands On with Halo 5 Guardians. Campaign takes us in search of Master Chief. Dean Tahashi said, he wrote this on September 23rd, 2015, 12:01 a.m. Tags 343 Industries campaign GB featured Halo 5 Guardians Microsoft. And this article is from VentureBeat.com. And the category of this article is Games Beat. And it shows a picture of Fred shooting a grunt from one of the first missions of the game. And below the picture says, above, Master Chief is back in Halo 5 Guardians. Image credit, Microsoft. It's still Halo. 343 Industries hasn't messed up the single-player campaign for Halo 5 Guardians. In fact, you could say the developer has been an excellent guardian of the Halo franchise since inheriting it from Bungie some years back. That much is evident from my hands-on preview of Halo 5 Guardians, which debuts on October 27th as the next big Microsoft exclusive in a series that has sold more than 60 million copies to date. Our preview provided some clarity into the story that Halo fans have been eagerly awaiting since Halo 4 came out in 2012 on the Xbox 360. Master Chief is back, but he's still sharing the stage with Jameson Locke, the hero of the video series Halo Nightfall. Since that story, Locke, formerly an agent in the Office of Naval Intelligence, has become a Spartan 4 super soldier with augmentations. In Halo 5 Guardians, Master Chief has gone AWOL, and Spartan Locke leads the mission to find him and discover why. I played through the second level as Master Chief and then played another mission midway through the game as Spartan Locke. During those missions, I came across some very interesting plot twists. Those twists are interesting, but I won't spoil them now. Halo 5 is the biggest game that Microsoft has coming this fall, and it's going to be the main reason why gamers will choose the Xbox One over the Sony PlayStation 4. See our interview with Xbox Chief Phil Spencer about that. So there's a lot at stake. The title is also a big chance for Microsoft's 343 Industries, the studio formed to handle the Halo franchise after original creator Bungie spun out to make another first-person shooter, Destiny, to show what it can do with huge investment of time and money. It's been 3 years since we last saw Master Chief. he saved the universe the last time around. And we're hoping that he does nothing less than that in Halo 5 Guardians. The story takes place after the events of Halo 4, said Josh Holmes, the executive producer of Halo 5 Guardians, in an interview with GamesBeat. At this point, we have a series of colonialism events threatening colonies across the galaxy. Mysterious events. The United Nations Space Command, UNSC, is trying to figure out what's going on. Early in the story, Master Chief goes AWOL. For uncertain reasons, this leads the UNSC to deploy a new squad of Spartans to find out why Chief and Blue Team have left the ranks and what connection, if any, that has to these events. Holmes added, that's the setup. It's told like a mystery, deliberately. The player as Locke is following in Chief's footsteps and trying to unravel why he's doing what he's doing and where everything will lead. Master Chief returns. Then it shows a picture of Master Chief holding an assault rifle from the very first missions in the Halo 5 Guardians campaign. In the campaign. Yep. And below the picture says, above, Master Chief returns in Halo 5 Guardians. Image credit. Microsoft. Let's just say that hardcore Halo fans are going to be happy with both the single-player campaign and the multiplayer combat. I started out on the second level of the game. The first mission with Master Chief. He is the leader of Blue Team, a squad of 4 Spartan 2 warriors who stick together throughout the mission. Their task is to board a derelict UNSC vessel dubbed the Urgent Moon. The ship was an Office of Naval Intelligence ONI research and development vehicle that was missing. Blue Team was dispatched by the UNSC Infinity warship to secure the vessel and its intel. Blue Team starts out by leaping into space and navigating through an asteroid field. They land on the ship and engage with the Covenant and Forerunner forces aboard. You play as a familiar Master Chief carrying an assault rifle and grenades that haven't changed since the very first Halo game. Way back in 2001, the graphics of the ship and the fellow Spartans are impressive, as Halo 5 really takes advantage of the additional horsepower of the Xbox One. Blue Team's members consist of Kelly 087, Fred 104, Linda 058. You can tell them apart from Master Chief or John 117 because they all have very distinct armor. These team members have known each other since childhood and they trust each other, Holmes said. And they show a picture of Master Chief with Blue Team from the second mission of Halo 5 Guardians campaign. And below the picture says, above, Blue Team in Halo 5 Guardians. Image credit, Microsoft. As Master Chief, I made short work of the first Covenant enemies that I ran into, but I quickly remembered how fast you run out of ammo with the assault rifle. I had to scrounge for supplies while I took on Covenant Elite, which shimmered nicely thanks to the enhanced graphics. Fluorescent blue blood was everywhere. With the AI-controlled Blue Team to help me, it was quite easy to take out the enemies. Every time I got wounded, I started bleeding out. I could call for help, and one of my teammates would come to revive me. I had multiple routes to get around tough spots. The levels were vast compared to past games, and they were three-dimensional. Blue Team had to clear out the enemy's one room at a time, but now we had more ways to solve problems. We stayed in touch with the UNSC Infinity, which dispatched new instructions for how to proceed with the attack on the Covenant and the defense of the urgent moon. Much of the ship was dark. I went down a level as if I were descending a level in Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland. Within the giant ship, I came upon a vast 3D space where aerial vehicles dubbed Banshees could fly. In one firefight, I had to take out a bunch of Covenant by raking at them with Banshee fire. Then we had to fend off some attackers and take out a bunch of infrastructure. After that, I had to figure out a way to make a giant leap and get to the next level. It took some serious fighting to survive. And below shows a picture of two hunters. Push it. Down. Can you push it, please? Picture 200. Below, the picture says, above, the hunters appear again in Halo 5 Guardians. Other report. Thank you. I'm doing a video. Image credit, Microsoft. I also came upon some giant hunters, or tank-like creatures that could only be taken out from behind. In a typical single-player battle, the hunters are very difficult to kill. But with cooperative play, or Blue Team single-player fights, it's much easier to gang up on the hunters and take them out. The hunters have been modified so they can turn around quickly and smash you. So they're more challenging to defeat. There's a fair amount of chatter during the fighting, but I realized that I missed the banter between Master Chief and Cortana, the AI character who we last saw at the close of Halo 4. In Halo 4, we were very focused on those two characters and this intimate relationship they had against a backdrop of action and high-stakes drama, Holmes said. In this game, we still have Chief at the center of it all, but he's now surrounded by a team of Spartans. By a team of Spartans. We have a second team of 4 that are tracking him, finding the time to explore all those characters and give each of them a chance to establish themselves was an interesting creative challenge. And I've done this video for about 15 minutes. And below says hanging out with Locke. And below shows a picture of Locke with Fireteam Arias, with Vale, Taka, and Buck, and Locke himself on the Seghelius level called Enemy Lines. And below the picture says, above, Locke's Fireteam Arias in the Enemy Lines battle in Halo 5 Guardians. Image credit, Microsoft. Once I completed the Master Chief mission, I played a mission much later in the game as Spartan Locke. Locke's team Arias consists of Buck, Vale, and Taka. They land on a desert planet with a lot of canyons, and they have to move through the rock formations and take out some very fortified covenant positions. They also have to deal with dropships that are bringing more and more enemies into the battle. Locke, of course, is a very different character than Master Chief. That's intentional. Designing Locke and writing the new character, we wanted him to feel distinct from Chief, said Holmes. We wanted him to be a person who would ask Chief the kind of questions we want him to ask over the course of this mission. We proceed to redo the mission as a co-op team. That made the fighting much easier. We had to group together to take down a giant Kraken, a Covenant ship that was very menacing, but had its proverbial weak spot as well. As a new Spartan in Halo 5, Locke's been put at the helm of Fireteam Arias. Holmes said, they're a brand new squad, which is very different from Chief and Blue Team, who have known each other since childhood. They fought together and trust each other. They know what each other member of the team is going to do without even thinking about it. They operate on instinct. Locke and Arias are still finding their groove together, learning about one another and figuring out their places. Locke is still learning what it means to be a leader. That's all fertile ground for the story. I'm looking forward to the full game, as I still don't truly understand The story and how anyone could doubt that Master Chief's allegiance. As for Holmes, who has been working on the title for almost 4 years, he said about the fans, "I hope they'll be surprised. I hope they enjoy the journey we take them on. It's a different approach to storytelling in Halo, but we're excited about it. We think it's fitting for Halo as we move to Xbox One to make this big leap in the way we tell stories and let people experience the universe. I hope, give me a second. I hope they come away pleasantly surprised." Other report. Guys and girls, I want to say thank you to my dad for helping me. Thank you, Dad. And they show a picture of Spartan Locke fighting a Wraith tank. And the rest of his fire team is with him, and the same level enemy lines. Enemy lines is also the 10th level on Halo 5 Guardians. And below the picture says, above, Locke's fire team, Arias engages with Wraith and Halo 5 Guardians. Image credit, Microsoft. That's it for that article, I guess, guys and girls. Xbox One. Xbox One. Hello? Yeah. On the hunt for Halo 5's Spark. Hands-on with the campaign for Xbox biggest game. And the picture they have for this article is Master Chief holding the assault rifle from that UNSC vessel ship. And this article is by Wesley Poole, published 23/09/2015. During the enemy lines level from Halo 5's campaign, which takes place around halfway through the game, Spartan Locke leads fire team Arias into a huge goldfish bowl of an arena set on Sanghelios, home world of the elites. Arbiter has formed a new alliance called the Swords of Sanghelios, and Arias lends Master Chief's alien mate a hand in putting down the Covenant. It's all kicking off. Muscle memory honed by years of similar setups in previous Halo games takes over. The golden triangle of shoot, grenade, melee is still as satisfying and potent as ever. 343 Industries, Halo has shock horror dared to turn that triangle into a square with the addition of new abilities such as sprint and aim down sights and a ground pound and an air boost. But the famous Halo combat loops stand strong. Like one of the statuses of ancient aliens we see on Helios, a testament to the purity that is Halo gameplay. Shoot, grenade, melee. Shoot, grenade, melee. 30 seconds of fun. Calm down, ramp up. 30 seconds of fun, brilliant. In an effort to make a mark on the series, 343 has added a greater sense of verticality to proceedings with Halo 5. And nukes and crannies so upon entering said goldfish bowl, there are ledges to climb up, to rock walls to bust through, flanking positions up there and everywhere, and hidden paths in which power weapons may be found. Halo's always had huge levels complete with plenty of nukes and crannies, but with Halo 5, I felt like I was digging out more, hauling myself up, boosting onto a ledge, that famous Spartan floating jump wouldn't otherwise reach. Then ground pounding into a pack of grunts from what feels like a mile up. There's plenty to do in a firefight beyond firing weapons. And invariably, you'll find it if you look up. Remember, there's no fall damage as a Spartan. 343 actually debated the rights and wrongs of this. Creative director Tim Longo tells me, and you're in charge for so many years. We Halo players worried about ourselves only. Sure, we'd have UNSC soldiers running alongside us for big battles, but they were expendable. It's obvious 343 has built Halo 5's campaign to be played co-op. Arias is more than the player, or Locke, it's Buck, played by suitably wise, cracking Nathan Fillion. Tanka and Vale issuing orders is as easy as pointing the targeting reticle at something and pressing a button. You can order your AI-controlled Spartans to focus fire on a single enemy, move, revive others, take vehicles, and even pick up weapons. It's super slick and sometimes useful. I played Halo 5's campaign on heroic difficulty and found Arias needed little instruction. And there's a picture of enemy lines with Fireteam Arias shooting an elite. And below the picture says, Alien banter is ramped up for Halo 5. Halo 5. And all aliens speak English now, which is a slightly odd thing to hear. Thanks, Universal Translators. Every now and then, someone would go down, but after a while, they'd be revived. The best thing about them is they don't get in the way, which in my experience, at least, can be a big issue for games in which you share screen real estate with AI partners. They're pretty useful with their guns too, and pull their weight when it comes to kill count. And they show another picture of the same level, and one of the picture says, jump in. And it shows like trees and rocks and statues of elites and desert-like planet with greenery everywhere. And Singhelios infrastructures and stuff like buildings and ruins and old buildings and stuff. It's the Arbiter's home planet or home world. Is our home planet. And then the Singhelios level pulls out a big gun. A Kraken. This huge monstrous meaning like monster, huge, large Covenant machine tears into the shores of Singhelios, smashing up the ground and destroying ancient buildings. Covenant grunts fire turrets from within its bowels. Jackals snipe from beyond annoying energy fields, and elites lead the assault. Darting left and right to avoid Spartan bullets, as they've always done. As you make your way across the rocky landscape, killing all aliens before you, it's a spectacular sight to have in the background. And so Halo. Eventually, we're tasked with bringing the Kraken down. So into a Promethean, the Phaeton, we go blasting the turrets as we teleport to avoid enemy fire. The music ramps up. The Halo purple pews across the screen. Then you board the beast, destroying it from within. You sprint out, jump back into your Phaeton, and fly off as the Kraken blows behind you. The level continues as you fly into a mysterious new alien installation. Those black bars melting into the top and bottom of the screen. This is Halo at its best. At its best. The Kraken battle rekindles memories of Scarab fights in Bungie's Halo games, meaning Halo 2, Halo 3, and Halo Reach. I think, yeah, those are the Bungie games. And the Halo Wars as well. There's a Scarab in Halo Wars. I will continue now. It's hugely welcome. It's hugely welcome to see Halo return to the kind of expansive, evolving, and lengthy campaign missions fans love after Halo 4. A game that felt more constrained as 343's developers wrung out every last drop of power from the aging Xbox 360. Here, with the Xbox One, 343 spreads its wings, and in the process, gets back to what Halo fans want from the best sci-fi first-person shooter campaign in the business. If Halo 5 needs to reignite a spark inside lapsed Halo fans, this will do. This will do it. They show a picture of Locke looking at a Kraken. And below the picture says, Halo at its best. When the Kraken turns up and you realize, yes, I do need to destroy this. But what of Master Chief? 343's big idea for Halo 5's story sees the faithless Xbox mascot, AOL, and Fireteam Orias in hot pursuit, but we still get to play as them during some campaign missions. One I played is called The Urgent Moon, the second mission of the game. Here, Master Chief, as part of Blue Team, infiltrates an Oni research vessel on the search for, well, who do you think? Cortana? Maybe Cortana. I don't know. He didn't say Cortana. I did. I'll continue now. I will continue. The spaceship offers more confined corridor-based gameplay. What 343 calls hall crawl, with large rooms featuring fights on multiple levels against Covenant forces. As the second mission of the game, The Urgent Moon sees Halo 5's campaign still in tutorial mode, and teaches the player how to use Halo 5's new Fireteam order system. At one point, you're charged with defeating 2 Covenant hunters, a tough fight in tight quarters, but by ordering your teammates to focus fire, you're afforded the time and room to sweep behind the enemy and shoot their fleshly weak spots. Still, despite the occasional flourish, The Urgent Moon is a rather uneventful, uninspiring mission that I imagine won't linger long in the memory. I hope Master Chief gets more elaborate surroundings to show what he's capable of later in the game. Which brings me neatly onto a concern I have with Halo 5's campaign, that we may not get to play as Master Chief as often as we'd like. Spartan Locke is a star for much of the game, hunting Master Chief for pissing off the UNSC in some unknown way, but I'm really not that interested in his backstory or his place in the larger Halo lore. For me, Halo has always been about the faceless Master Chief, a blank canvas I've always felt at ease painting on. Master Chief is a super soldier without of this world powers. But we all have a shot at being the guy in the suit, leaping headfirst into surmountable odds, saving humanity by being the hero the world desperately needs. And they show a picture of the second mission with Master Chief, and below the picture says Halo 5's second campaign level sees Master Chief infiltrate an Oni research spaceship. At its end, we discover why he, alongside Blue Team, go AWOL. When Bungie asked us to help Master Chief finish the fight back in 2007, that was Halo 3, by the way. I said that though, but he did not say that. But I did. The hairs on the back of my neck rose to attention. I'm not sure Spartan Locke inspires a similar sense of heroism. And they show the video of Halo 5 Blue Team opening cinematic trailer here. And I'm only reading 2 articles off today for you guys and girls. So I'm almost done with the article's almost done. I see what 343 is doing here. It's trying to expand the Halo universe by adding characters who it's desperate for players to care about. That's what all the live action shows and books are designed to do. And I get that Game of Thrones with its sprawling cast has a lot of answer for. But what we have leaves the player in the curious position of playing a game whose story revolves around Master Chief, but is viewed through the lens of another character who isn't quite as cool. A part of me wonders whether my concern and the amount of time we're set to spend with Locke compared to Master Chief has less to do with Locke himself and more to do with the fact I have yet to be given a compelling reason to care about his motivation. Halo 4, despite its faults, is a more cohesive offering than Bungie's Halo games, even if it has more than a whiff of Saturday morning cartoon about it. It even carried a decent emotional hook with the events surrounding Master Chief's AI partner in crime, Cortana, but it failed to set up a credible villain. I mean, who is the Didact? And why should we care? Only the most hardcore Halo lore fanatics knew. At the end of the day, Halo 4 was about killing the evil alien and saving the galaxy. I hope for more nuisance with Halo 5's story. Why has Master Chief gone AWOL? Why is Locke hunting him down? When the pair inevitably, let's be honest, join forces later in the game. Will I feel all that's gone before it had some kind of reason to be? In short, I hope for a villain I can get behind. Screw the Prometheans. And screw that Didact guy. That Kraken, though it has stuck with me, it gives me hope. Halo 5's campaign will be what I want from a Halo campaign. I want co-op. The lack of split screen still stings. I want those late nights messing about on legendary difficulty with friends. I want shenanigans with banshees and warthogs and rocket launchers. I want huge levels in which the crack of Halo sniper rifle reverberates off of the walls of alien structures before landing in the skull of an elite half the world away. I want to stick a grenade onto a ghost and watch it blow from halfway across the map. I want to leap into a firefight and make the goldfish blow my own shoot, grenade, melee, 30 seconds of fun. Okay, Aaron, you gotta stop. And this is the spark. This is the spark I'm looking for. Halo 4 was a hugely enjoyable, visually stunning first-person shooter that burned brightly before fading away not long after launch. I need more from Halo 5. I need more from Halo 5. This is Halo. after all. And share this on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Reddit, and Reddit has 2. Facebook has 87, and Twitter has 54. And that is it for now, guys and girls. Please rate, comment, like, favorite, subscribe, view, thoughts, and opinions. I hope you liked it and enjoyed it for your viewing pleasure. And please subscribe as well. And I hope you enjoyed it and liked it for your viewing pleasure, guys and girls. And please drink some hot chocolate. And I'll see you all later. Goodbye.